Hey guys, I am charging my phone while I'm videoing. Just wanted to let you know that I'm cooking the rice. Max is helping. Davey's eating. My phone's on charge, so I can't show you, but there is the jasmine rice cooking right now, and I have stewed tomatoes. I like the flavor of stewed tomatoes. If you don't like it, you can use regular tomatoes or whatever, diced tomatoes like this right here. But I like the flavor, so I use that. And also, let's see over here, I have, let me show you. Unplug for a second. These these vegetables I have washed to the point where I think they're mad at me because I got them from a place where everybody's always touching them, and there's this virus going on. If you guys haven't heard, yeah, right. It's not a joke actually, but I'm gonna turn it into one anyway. But you know, we got to be careful with our fruits and vegetables. So I washed them really good, and I tasted of this one, and it's kind of hot, but it's not really hot. So it's like the perfect flavor. It's like the perfect hotness, if you will. So I'm not too sure I'm going to put that in my stuffed pepper, though, because stuffed peppers, you don't want spicy stuff. So anyway, I'm going to keep that. This one, let's try it, see. Well, that one tastes kind of blah. So, I may put that in there. So, yeah, that's what we got going on so far. I'm going to plug my phone back in, and we'll see you guys in a minute. Stuffed peppers! Yay, stuffed peppers! Give your brother a kiss. Give him a kiss. Give kisses. Give him a kiss. Give kisses. Okay. Guys, we just went outside to give the birds some grapes left over. And that, weren't perfect. And guess what? It is sleeting outside. It's raining and it's going to get freezing, so it's going to turn into ice. So we're having an ice storm. That's special. Oh, sometimes I really miss Florida, Just there's my Florida hat. I miss going to the beach, sticking my feet in the sand. Do you miss the beach, Max? I miss the beach so much. In the hot weather, well, you could go to the beach and chase whatever, like shellfish and stuff running around, crabs. Now you have to chase squirrels. It's kind of different, huh? So here's the recipe that I use for my jasmine rice. On my bag, there is no actual recipe, so here's what I use: two and 3/4 cups of water to 1.5 cups of rice, and then salt. And depending on what I'm making, I'll add olive oil, which is I've made now. I've put olive oil in it. Or if I'm making like something like Asian food, I'll put coconut oil in it. Or if I'm making, I don't know, chicken casserole, I'll put butter in it. So it's up to you, whatever you want to do. But you cook that for 20 minutes. All right, it's time to cook the shredded turkey. So next I'm going to I put olive oil in this. I love to cook in a cast iron skillet. I like the flavor of it. And these peppers perked. Look at them. They were wilting. And I added some water and they perked right up. So I'm going to put some of these in there and stir fry them. Let me put this on a pedestal. I think my phone still needs to charge a little bit. So let me do that. And then we'll get cooking. I also have a sweet onion who decided to grow another onion while it was in my refrigerator, which is interesting. But I'm going to use this onion in my olive oil, and I'm going to cook it down to where it's sweet. This is a sweet Vidalia onion, so just give it a little flavor in the peppers. Because sometimes with when you're using turkey, ground turkey, you need to add a lot of flavor. especially, you know, when you're making stuffed peppers, because it doesn't have a lot of flavor in the turkey. So you got to kind of mix it up a little bit. All right. So I got the little fresh fresh onions in there. I'm going to put some peppers. We got the sweet Vidalia onions. First, I'm going to cook these onions almost to where they're sweet. And then I'm going to add some of the peppers to give it a little flavoring. But for me, with my stomach like it is, I can't eat onions. It hurts my stomach. So if they're cooked, really cooked, like caramelized, I can eat them. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to caramelize these onions, and then we're going to go from there and add the peppers. Yeah, it's going to be good. I love caramelized onions. It has a really good flavor. And here's the rice cooking itself right away. I actually made more rice than I need to because I like to have rice around if I don't feel well or something. Rice is a really good thing to have around. You can just eat rice with some like Parmesan or whatever by itself. Calms your stomach right down. So it's awesome. It has 6 more minutes, but actually I feel like I can turn it off because I think that it's done. So it's a really good pot for rice. My perfect steamer rice pot right there. Awesome. So I tell you what, I'm going to turn this up a little bit. Okay, it's got some flames, yeah. Okay. Yep. And we are going to go over here and start working on cleaning up the peppers. All right, guys. Davey helped me clean these beautiful peppers. Look at that. How beautiful they look. And here's the tops of them. What I do is I take the tops and I slice them up and I stir fry them with the turkey meat. That way we're going to have some flavor. Here's the onions. They're not quite done yet. Then I'm going to stir these in there, give it a little flavor, and then add the turkey meat. Here's the rice. It looks good. Actually, it looks awesome. I don't want to steam it some more, so don't want to take the top off too much but the burner is off. Off. Oh, I love it. Stuffed peppers. And you know what I love the most is that everything that I'm making here tonight was free. So I want to thank every single person, before I put this in my mouth, I thank every single person that brought this to my table tonight. And also anyone else that I definitely thank God for it, and thank all the people who brought it to me, and bless it to the good of my body. So I hope that you make this. It looks like it's going to be a good dish. Oh my goodness. I tell you what, guys. That is absolutely beautiful. Look how pretty that is. It's heavy, too. Oh, that's beautiful. For some reason, I was in the mood to listen to Spanish music tonight. And I'm going to show you the free link. There's no copyright. And this is Oblivion, whatever. So, I don't know how to say it, but here's the peppers, the top parts. Nothing goes to waste. Top parts of the peppers. Put that in there. I love to cook. Sorry about that, guys. I was daydreaming. This music's making me feel like Mexico or something. Warm. I'm thinking warm thoughts. Actually, I think I might get into the tub tonight and soak into some hot, warm Epsom salt waters. I hope the skillet's big enough. Okay. And the onions taste like caramel. I'm going to cook this a little bit. Whoa. My pot's got something to say. And this is I use for my pizzas. Those small pizzas that I make. Woo! Alright, we are having a party tonight. Max's Bones back here. He's a spoiled little dog, I tell you that. Ooh. Alright, let's open these cans of tomatoes. Put them in the blender. Guys, so the rice is perfect. We got the peppers going and the onions. And I'm going to get started on the turkey. Guys, so we have ground turkey, all natural. I am using extra virgin olive oil. I'm going to turn it on low. We're going to get started cooking it. Where'd my spoon go? Here it is. I like the way the cast iron skillet cooks the peppers. It's kind of like a fajita flavor. It gives it a really good flavor. Okay. Almost could put some of that hot pepper in this. Might give it a little flavor. Maybe we'll do that. We'll dice up a little bit of that pepper and the green spicy pepper, just a tiny bit, and throw it in here. See, this has hardly any oil in it. So it says it's like almost fat-free. 93% lean, 7% fat. So the fat that I add is the olive oil. It gives it flavor. That way you're controlling the fat that you're putting in your diet. I mean, hamburger, oh, I don't even want to go there. It makes me sick. Literally makes me sick. So I use this. And it needs salt. For you that don't know, the turkey, it needs salt, the ground turkey. It needs flavoring. Also, let's put some on here too. I'm not big on salting stuff because, but peppers, stuffed peppers, they need a lot of salt. Because the rice has no salt in it because, you know, it kind of takes the salt out of it. It's almost like potatoes. If you have something that's too salty, you can add a potato to it, whatever it is, when you're cooking. The potato will absorb all the salt. So, let me turn this up a bit. Okay. I don't know if I had that videoing or not. I'm not sure I know what I'm doing. Hold on. I'm adding the pepper and onions to my turkey. Now I'm videoing. Okay. I hope I wasn't before. I don't know. Anyway, we'll get through this together. I'm going to turn that up a little bit. So what this does is it adds flavor to the turkey meat because it really doesn't have a lot of flavor of its own. And also we're going to use this stewed tomato, so that's going to even help more. So these peppers have a lot of flavor. A lot. They're not like my mom made. They're not traditional stuffed peppers, but I kind of like to mix it up a little bit every now and then. Guys, so I am taking the stewed tomatoes. I'm going to put them in the blender. Not all of them. I'm going to put 2 cans in here. And then we'll use that for the sauce. Handy dandy can opener that Jerry got me. Thank you, Jerry. On. Alright. Hold on. Let me get this lid off. Ah! Oh, I should have put pause. Okay. Never mind. Okay. Oh, it's always a crazy video when I make them. I tell you what, I am going to drain this to get all the oils and water out of it, because we don't want a lot of water in there. I want the flavor of the tomatoes in there. So I'm going to drain this. We are ready for the sauce. I've drained it, put it in a strainer. That's 2 cans of stewed tomatoes. Okay. Uh-oh. I think I've burned myself. I'm going to put some... Okay, we have go. That cast iron skillet's hot. You don't want to handle it with a pot holder. Right. Alright. Looks good. I'm going to cook this a little bit to give it, the flavors, let them mesh. Okay. I'm also going to add fajita stuffed peppers. Come up. Adding 1 can of diced tomatoes, because I like having the chunks of the tomatoes in my peppers. Okay. I need to turn this up a bit. Good cooking. Alright, let's let this cook for about 10, I'm going to say 15 minutes, just to get all the flavors cooking. I'll put a lid on there so I don't lose the juice. Okay. Alright, next we are going to add the rice. Make sure this is a copyright-free music. Copyright-free music. I'm just going to turn it off because it's going to cook more. Alright. It's going to need more rice. Get it to that point where it's just the right color, And I may end up with more stuffing than I have rice. That's okay. I just put it in a separate bowl and bake it. Nothing goes to waste in my house. Oh, no. Now remember, your dogs can't eat this because it's got onions in it. So don't give this to your doggies. But I can eat it. It's very good. It has a really good flavor. Perfecto. Time to stuff the peppers. Just start stuffing them. Right, so here we go. What I did was I put it in that that dish actually worked better than the other one. So I fit them all in there. And I'm going to top it off with petite diced tomatoes. Oh, yeah. I'm going to put that on top. I'm going to bake this at 350. And I'm just going to cook it on slow because the peppers are not done. And you want to cook it slow because, like I said, the peppers aren't done. I didn't cook them. My mom used to boil them, but in this recipe, they will get done. So we just cook it at 350 for about an hour. Then I take the lid off. I'm going to cover this up. You take the lid off. Hopefully it doesn't overflow in my oven. And there you have it. If it does, we have some cold days coming up. I can always turn my oven on warm. It's a gas heating. It's got its own heating, I don't know, fix the oven, clean the oven thing. It's got going on. And it gets the house up to about 90 degrees. So I don't need the heater. So I don't mind if the oven's dirty because it heats my house for cheap. Gas is much cheaper. Alright guys, this is going in the oven. I'll show you what it's like when we get done. 350.